for 78 yards. His beneficiaries, Josiah Blendon, the University of Colorado commit, 144 yards and a touchdown. Daquan Hampton, the number 1 wide receiver recruit in Southern California, 56 yards, 5 receptions, looking for a touchdown as well. Michael Witt and Clayton Granch getting in on the party as well. For Mount SAC, the number 1 defense in the Central League has to step up here in the second half as they're ranked in points, rushing yards, and passing yards allowed per game, and they've allowed 26 points so far and a plethora of passing yards and enough rushing yards to put the Mount SAC defense at some frustration level as Brett Peabody, the second season head coach for the Long Beach City Vikings, has done such a great job focusing on their offense and their defense surprising Mount SAC as well, as they had 2 big stops on 4th down conversions.
We'll talk about the head coach, Brett Peabody, as Alberto Villarreal looks to kick this one deep. 26-14 LBCC as we begin the second half. Talk about Brett Peabody in his second year at Long Beach City College. Went just 4-6 last season. Already matched that win total, looking to pass it tonight and become bowl eligible with a win against the Mounties. But more importantly, that probably propel them to the number 1 ranking in Southern California. Villarreal sits this one off the tee and blasts it deep into the end zone for a touchback, and we are underway here in the second half from Veterans Memorial Stadium, and it's do or die for the Mount San Antonio College defense right here, down by 12 to start the third quarter of action.
Well, this will be an interesting drive here for the Vikings offense, as the Mounties played a lot of that first half on the defensive side. Thankfully for halftime, they've had plenty of time to recoup, regroup, and rehydrate. And it'll be a big sign if the defensive unit can come up with a 3rd and out here for the Vikings.
LBCC, after the touchback, they'll start at their own 25. 4 receivers set. Snap is back. Hodder, he'll hand to Bateman. No, he'll not. He'll keep himself, and he has a first down across the 35 to the 14. There was a couple of Mounties that attempted to tackle the running back, Ontario Bateman, in the backfield that time. Had us fooled, had them fooled. Pickup of 15, first down Vikings.
So Potter continues his run game here. It's already had 55 yards in the first half and a touchdown. He adds to that tally along with a first down.
The read option, very effective tonight for Potter in the offense. The 1st and 10 now at their own 40. Just underway, second half, 26-14 Long Beach. Handoff, Bateman gets to the far side of the field, still on his feet across the 40, down to the 42 for a pickup of 2. But there is a flag that does fly in the backfield.
It'll be a hold on the offense as they get another penalty.
That's good for Mount SAC. Back them up 10 yards.
I back them up 10 yards, but make sure they don't gain the 20 yards for the first down. So
414 yards of offense for the Vikings in that first half.
That's unheard of for the Mount SAC defense. But, with pressure and competitiveness on the opposite side of the ball, Mount SAC's defense will really have to step into this game. I look forward to seeing what they can do here in the second half.
Coach Jabs ought to have a fit about the way his defense played in that first half. So uncharacteristic of the Mounties. So now a 1st and 20 for LBCC at their own 30. Mounties will bring the pressure. Screen pass is incomplete.
And unfortunately, for Mount SAC, that went right off a lineman's helmet.
Did he catch that football?
And he caught it, but they're saying it's obviously a no gain.
I'll just run the clock. I can't believe he caught that ball.
It bounced right off of his neck and helmet, so kind of a funny play there, but thankfully just incomplete pass.
Everything going the way of LBCC tonight. Throw it off your lineman's head. It'll go down for an incompletion. On a 2nd and 20, Potter will fire to the far side of the field, and it's intercepted by the Mounties. Returning it down the sideline for Mount SAC, inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Mount San Antonio College, Andrew Green with the pick 6 for the Mounties.
That was actually C.D. Tama Avena for the Mounties. He is all over the field.
Tama Avena I should have known.
He gets rewarded with a pick six to counterpunch Long Beach's 26 points so far. So Tama Avena not only getting to the quarterback, also reading the quarterback. That ball was hung in the air by Potter. Tama Avena, right at about the 45-yard line, took it to the house for a pick six.
CD Tama Avena, the freshman out of Palo Alto, putting some momentum back on that Mountie sideline as Villarreal knocks through the extra point. A pick six draws the Mounties a little bit closer here with 13:32 left to go in the third quarter. 26-21 LBCC leads, but how about CD Tama Avena? He just does it all week in and week out for the Mounties.
Well, he's a stat sheet filler on the defensive end. He averages 8 tackles a game. That's second in the league. And he has now 5 sacks, which is took over for the second in the league as well. This team has had 2 pick sixes, make that 3 on the season, courtesy of Tama Avena.
Second in as many weeks. Last week it was Waldenberger with the pick six against Chafee. That is absolutely huge for Mount Sac. Exactly what they needed. Second INT thrown tonight by the Viking quarterback, Kenny Potter.
You know what? I've been asking for the defense to get to the quarterback.
Well, you went down on the field at halftime and you talked to him.
2 plays in a row, they got to the quarterback. I asked for some big play. They pick him to end the first half. They pick him here early on in the second half.
Sometimes all you got to do is ask. This is Hampton on the return. He gets across the 25 down to the 27.
I'm going to ask for $1 million or a winning lotto ticket. We'll have a sound system that everyone will be jealous of.
Still be doing junior college games as a millionaire?
Hey, no place I'd rather be on a Saturday night here in Long Beach.
What a matchup. 1 and 2, and number 1 breathing down the neck of the Vikings of Long Beach City College, 26-21. The Mounties have pulled within 5 points of LBCC with 13:22 left to go in this third quarter. A pick six courtesy of the freshman sensation, I think it's safe to say, Tama Avena for the Mounties.
That's Seedy. His twin brother is Sully.
Still injured.
Still injured, unfortunately, for the Mounties.
1st and 10.
But he did have to. He worked for that pick six. He could have gone down. Potter actually was the last man to potentially tackle him. He did a little.
I don't think
he did a little zigzag and got into the end zone there.
Tama Avena at 6'2", 230. I don't think Kenny Potter wanted anything to do with him.
No, he's probably
first and 10. The handoff went to Darren Johnson. He got about 6. Johnson, the freshman out of Long Beach Cabrillo, with his second carry of the night. On a second down, they'll hand off to Johnson once again, and this time Johnson spun down in the backfield for a loss of 1.
And Tama Avena on that tackle.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. And the ball came loose. They are marking him as down on the play. So it almost looks like he has his twin brother with him. But it is Seedy on the tackle. And it is 3rd and 5, ball on the 32.
We actually have a new quarterback in the game. It's Brock Dale, not Kenny Potter. On a 3rd and 6, it'll be Dale dropping back to pass. Fires towards the far side of the field. And the USC commit cannot hang on to the football. Daquan Hampton dropped it. 3 and out, forced by the Mountie defense.
So, hey, I asked for some defense here in the second half. Not that they weren't playing any at all, but very uncharacteristic first half by the Mounties. They force a pick six, and they force a 3 and out for the first 2 possessions of the Vikings offensive unit. Great start here for the Mounties in the second half.
Brock Dale was in on that possession at quarterback, and it's a 3 and out, first one of the night for the Mounties. Josh Thomas back to punt. Mounties bring the pressure. He barely gets it off. This is Aaron Vons calling for the fair catch and making it at his own 31. So the Mounties will get the football back, down by 5, 26-21 with 12:06 left to go in the third quarter. This will be the first offensive possession for Mount Sac in the second half. Let's see what adjustments they made at that halftime period.
Well, the Mounties are ready to take the field. You got a couple of their linemen just jumping up and down right now, chomping at the bit to get out there as they sprint out of the sideline. And Tolbert is going to be your running back here on this play. But the offensive unit here kind of seems like they have something to prove here to Long Beach City.
The Mounties will start at their own 31. Handoff, Tolbert gets up the far sideline for a solid gain of 9 on first down.
He already beat the total yards on the ground of the first half with 1 carry. Tolbert for 9 yards.
That entire rushing unit from Mount SAC, just 5 yards in the first half. Tolbert got 9 right there. 2nd and 1 for the Mounties. Ball at their own 39. They trail by 5. 2 back set. Handoff. Tolbert again has a first down across the 45 into Viking territory. Down the sideline he goes. Still on his feet inside the 40, inside the 30. And he's finally wrestled down at the 21-yard line of the Vikings. Keep on running. Omaris Tolbert.
The number 1 team in junior college football in Southern California are the Mounties, and they are showing it right now, not only defensively, but Omaris Tolbert is running like he has something to prove here with Allo now ready for the snap.
Snap is back to Allo. Play action. Pass to the far side of the field. Simpson gets inside the 15, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 11. He might have picked up a first down.
Mount SAC is on the move right now, and, they're getting everyone involved here. Nice little screen pass to Simpson, to Ryan Simpson, that is, on that last pickup by Allo. And after a Tolbert big running gain there, they're in the red zone and ready to score another touchdown.
They'll mark Simpson down at the 10. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Mounties. 2 back set. Brandon Wilson to the right of Justin Allo. Brandon Osborne to his left. Snap is back. Allo will keep himself, and he's going down to the backfield.
And a nice sniff out there by the Long Beach City defense. That did look like a Josh Fatu, the 6'2", 280 defensive lineman for Long Beach, who got to Allo very quickly there.
I don't know about that play call, but it'll be a 2nd and goal now from the 13. Mounties have not passed. They've only passed once on this drive, and it was a bubble screen. Allo going to take a shot towards the end zone. He has Gilchrist, but he couldn't hang on to the football. Incomplete.
And Gilchrist, almost a foot taller than the DB and safety out there, hadn't really hit the palm of his hands. So another incomplete pass as Allo just floated that ball in there ever so nicely for Gilchrist. Unfortunately, they'll have to try it again here on 3rd and 13.
3rd and goal. Ball at the Viking 13 on that last play. Dalen Kaysen at 5'11" was on Gilchrist. 4 receivers set for the Mounties. Snap is back. Allo will fire towards Gilchrist once again. This time he catches it. He'll dive for that goal line, but he did not get in. He's marked down at the 1-inch line.
So this will be their 3rd 4th down conversion here if they decide to go for it, but it looks like
they got to go for it. It's a 4th and goal. The ball about an inch away from that goal line.
The power package in now for Mount SAC. As you see, Nate Vae, the fullback, 5'11", 240 on the field now for the Mounties as they're trying to punch it in here on 4th and 1.
The crowd to their feet here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. 4th and goal for the Mounties. Allo will keep. He hops over the goal line. Touchdown, Mounties!
And they're going nuts here at Veterans Memorial Stadium as the Mounties take the lead 27-26. Really punching Long Beach in the gut in the second half so far. We'll see if this momentum stays with the Mounties as they look to continue to finish this game on top.
Justin Allo gives the Mounties the lead back on a 4th and goal. He jumps over a Long Beach City College defender into the end zone for a touchdown. Villarreal on to attempt the extra point for the Mounties. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 28-26, Mount SAC. 14 unanswered points here, Brian, to start the second half, and they have their second lead of this game with 9:33 left to go in the third quarter. You can never count out the Mounties.
Well, Coach Jabs has close to 100 wins for a reason, and what didn't happen on accident, as he gave some kind of speech there at halftime to his boys to get things going here, and that they've done so far in the second half at Veterans Memorial Stadium, battling the number 2 team in Southern California, the Long Beach City College Vikings. Mount SAC